What's going on, guys? Welcome back into the channel. Today I want to talk about something interesting and a topic that might pique your interest based on the title of the video. But today I want to talk about why I feel like a lot of the people in the community, a lot of people that are excited regarding a 2K, the potential of a 2K football game, the potential of 2K sports getting the rights to make a football game. I want to talk about why I think we should slow our roll and specifically, give some of the details as to why I think that, I don't necessarily disagree with 2K making a football game, but personally speaking, I think that it's far and away a reach to think that they could make and support a good football game right out of the jump. So let me go ahead and get into some of the points that I want to talk about today and basically detail to you guys why I'm not on the hype train for 2K making a football game, and I don't just sit here and tear Madden apart and tear EA apart, because there's so many people in the community that do that. There's so many people out there already that just give it to EA and give it to Madden nonstop, when in reality, they make a half-decent product. And you can disagree with me on that. That's fine, but let's go ahead and get into some of these points. My number one issue with 2K Sports potentially creating a football game is this. My number one issue with it is they don't have the number of employees to support making the game, let alone support making and giving DLC to and updating the current games that they make. I think that a lot of us have seen that the support for 2K, the basketball game, is not there in comparison to what EA can provide when they choose to actually do what they're supposed to do. And let me get into the numbers for you guys. 2K has 1,200 employees working for them. You guys can look these up yourselves. They have 1,200 total employees. That might seem like a lot until you compare it to EA, who has nearly or over 10,000 employees working for them. And so not only that, but when we start to get into sales numbers, when we start to get into their ability to actually produce games and support games, the quality and the quantity just simply isn't there from the 2K sports side of things for me to get on board with saying, yeah, make a football game. And, I'm excited for that to take over as like the lead football game. I'm excited for them to prove why they deserve the NFL license to make a football game. Without even getting into the numbers, which we'll get into here in a moment, we can talk about the total lack of support for the game that 2K always has. If you play that game, you have to admit that it does not get the same type of support and updates the way that it needs to get. And then on top of that, this is one of my biggest points, is the 2K servers are horrible. They are absolutely horrendous compared to EA servers, and that comes from EA being a company with more power, more money, more ability to support games that they create. 2K servers are atrocious. If you've ever tried to play a connected type franchise with your friends, I tried to do one with two other people on 2K. We tried to do a fantasy draft, and you can't go 2 draft picks without it lagging out, without you being kicked out of the franchise, without it skipping picks and things like that. The servers are atrocious for 2K, and I wouldn't look forward to them having the servers for a football game. I wouldn't look forward to playing that game personally, because I wouldn't be able to play it with my friends. I wouldn't be able to play it competitively. I wouldn't be able to do the things that I want to do within the game, and so that's problematic for me. And then we start to get into some more of the numbers, and this is, just the last couple of points that I want to make here and bring to your attention to kind of slow the roll on this whole 2K should make the next football game idea is EA brought in EA has a value as a company of $23 billion. Let me say that again. EA has a value of $23 billion. So they have the resources there to support making a game. And now that we have their intention or attention, our best bet as a community is to drive EA to do better with the games that they are producing rather than to jump on this 2K football train. Because in comparison to $23 billion that EA is worth, 2K Sports is worth $3 billion, which is a vast difference in terms of their buying power, their spending power, their ability to hire employees, their ability to support the games they make, the ability to support the servers that they have for those games. And so it's a big issue for me that, and I don't want to say it's a big issue because I wouldn't mind seeing 2K make a football game. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, don't make a football game. I want to see 2K make a football game. I want to see competition there. But what I want to bring to people's attention is that it's not going to compete in terms of being a good football game the same as EA's would. If 2K comes out with a football game, it's certainly going to drive EA to do better. So sure, I want them to come out with a football game. But if 2K comes out with a football game, I'm going to wait on it and see how the game plays. I'm going to wait on, what other people are seeing and saying from the game before I buy the game, because to be quite honest with you, most games in first year development and things like that aren't good, especially with a company like 2K Sports that is notorious for not having good support in their games, not having good servers, and to be quite honest with you, not making that great of a game right off the bat. I would be concerned with buying that game out of the gates. So, like I said, I'm not saying I don't want 2K to make a football game. I'm just not on that hype train, and I know that everybody likes to hate on EA, but realistically speaking, they have the power to do what we want in a football game. So who's better to lobby to make the football game that we want? The company that has the power, the money, the employees, the servers to do so? Or is it better to lobby to the company that doesn't have those resources and hope that they can somehow surpass the company that does have those resources? Personally speaking, my bet is with EA because they have the money, the power, the resources to actually get their butt into gear and make a good football game. Now, if 2K comes out with a football game, like I said, hopefully that drives EA to do better. And I'm not opposed to 2K coming out with a football game. I just wanted to highlight my problems with everybody being on this hype train for 2K making a football game because it's not going to meet your expectations the way that you might think it is. And that's it for today's video. I just wanted to get that off my chest because it's something that I've thought about for a while, and if you really get into the numbers, you really get into the details, you kind of see that it's not going to go the way that a lot of people expect. 2K football is not just going to come in here and be better than an EA game. It just simply isn't. I guess there's a slight chance it could be, but that's all I have for you guys in today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. I hope you guys enjoy these discussion type videos where I just talk about some of the topics surrounding Madden or whatever game we want to talk about today. If you do enjoy this type of video, leave a like on it, hit that subscribe button if you're new, comment down below with what you guys think. I know so many people are on this 2K football game train. They want 2K to take over football. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. Did I bring some facts to mind that might change your mind a little bit, maybe temper your expectations for 2K? Let me know that in the comments section. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a good night.